Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the day shift. It's Paulette. I'm a part of Brownstone Worldwide. You're in the Brownstone Worldwide studios. And today we're going to be talking about what's in the news and what's happening around Brownstone Worldwide. So you guys, right now we have several different platforms that we're on currently. So if I turn my head just a little bit, it's going to be okay because we actually have guests over on Instagram. We also have guests over on TikTok and also Bigo. So let's get right into the news and information that you can use. First things first, that we always do for any of the newbies out there, is we like to let you listen to what's happening over at KCCR, the Brownstone. Hey, Coach Janine, good afternoon. How are you? So we're over on the Brownstone right now, KCCR, thebrownstone.com. And right now, the Hot Lunch Mix is playing. But eventually, what's going to end up happening is my show is going to overtake that, and we're going to be pushing the Hot Lunch Mix back. So feel kind of sad about that because we've been doing the Hot Lunch Mix for some time. But let's go ahead and give you the news and information that you can use from none other than Alan Edwards, who is a part of the Brownstone. We do appreciate him. And in the meantime, let me go ahead and give y'all a little bit of this here, because we got a lot of things that are happening. So let me just give you all just a quick rundown of who's a part of the Brownstone. Let's see if you can identify these amazing people right here. Let's get into this news, shall we?
Former President Donald Trump arrived early to Florida midday Monday ahead of his first appearance today before a federal judge regarding the 37 counts he faces.
For the better part of the weekend, in addition to making 2 campaign trips in Georgia and North Carolina, the former president and his close allies have been working the phones in search of legal representation. Trump denied any wrongdoing over the weekend, saying, "We did absolutely nothing wrong." Guy Davis reporting.
The Biden administration has stopped taking mobile app appointments to admit asylum seekers at a Texas border crossing that connects to a notoriously dangerous Mexican city after advocates warned U.S. authorities that migrants were being targeted there for extortion.
Several asylum seekers told the Associated Press that Mexican officials in Nuevo Laredo, across the border from Laredo, Texas, had threatened to hold them and make them miss their scheduled asylum appointments unless they paid them. Humanitarian groups in Laredo say they had recently warned CBP of the problems. Sarah Sanchez reporting.
The Philippines' most active volcano has begun spewing lava in a gentle eruption, putting thousands of people on heightened alert for the possibility of a violent explosion that could force them to suddenly evacuate from their homes, authorities said Monday.
More than 12,000 villagers have left their homes so far in mandatory evacuations from the mostly poor farming communities within a 3.7-mile radius of Mayon Volcano's crater in northeastern Albay province. Those evacuations began after the volcano began showing signs of renewed restlessness last week. Davis Richards reporting.
A bus carrying wedding guests rolled over on a foggy night in Australia's wine country, killing 10 people and injuring 25, police said Monday.
The 58-year-old driver was arrested and being held at a Cessnock police station and will be charged, Police Assistant Commissioner Tracy Chapman said. She would not detail the allegations, including whether speed was a factor, but told reporters there is sufficient information for us to establish that there will be charges. Harry Michaels reporting.
This is the latest news headlines. At least 4 people were shot, while 3 more were hit by cars and 6 were stabbed during a mass gathering that was attended by hundreds of people in Syracuse, New York. Police arrived on the scene around 12:22 a.m. on Sunday. Upon arriving, they found 4 victims of gunfire. The victims ranged between 17 and 22 years old, including 3 females and 1 male. 6 more people were found to have been victims of a stabbing attack. They were between the age 17 and 25 years old. The 4 indigenous children who survived 40 days in the Amazon jungle after their plane crashed have shared limited but harrowing details of their ordeal with their family, including that their mother survived the crash for days before she died. The siblings, aged 13, 9, 4, and 1, are expected to remain for at least 2 weeks in the hospital receiving treatment after their rescue Friday, but some are already speaking and wanting to do more than lie in bed, relatives said. Police in Houston said 6 people were shot and injured after someone opened fire in a crowded parking lot outside a club in Houston early Sunday. Police Chief Troy Finner said officials found 6 people shot following a disturbance inside a club that spilled out into the parking lot. Trainer said one of the 6 victims is in critical condition and underwent emergency surgery. The victim's prognosis was uncertain. The other 5 victims are expected to survive. Billionaire investor turned philanthropist George Soros is ceding control of his $25 billion empire to a younger son, Alexandro Soros, according to exclusive interview with the Wall Street Journal published online. The 37-year-old, who goes by Alex, told the Wall Street Journal that he is more political than his 92-year-old father, who has been a right-wing target for his backing of liberal causes such as reducing racial bias in the justice system, but he noted that the two think alike. And that's the latest news headlines. I'm Alan Edwards.
All right, folks, you guys got the news and information that you could use from Alan Edwards. Thanks so much for that, sir. He does that early in the morning for us, so we really appreciate him for doing that for us and being a part of KCCR, the Brownstone. If you are paying attention to us on YouTube, if you're on Facebook, if you're on LinkedIn, then you see the backdrop and you also see the logo over in the upper stage right or stage right of me. And you will see that there is the link there. So what I would encourage you guys to do is to go ahead and download the app, take a listen in. We're getting ready to make some major changes. You'll probably see them in the new season that actually begins July 9th. And we actually have 2 new air personalities that are joining the Brownstone podcast network. So we're really excited about that. Actually, it's 3. 2 of them are on the same show. So big shout out to Kiana Shaw and also Miss Danielle, who is her co-host. And those guys, those 2 young ladies have a show called The Real on parenting, and they cover some very interesting topics. We also have Coach Jackie Vasquez, who is joining us with her show, Wealth, Assets, and Prosperity, or WAP, which is what she likes to call it. So big shout out to her as well. Let's go ahead and get you guys some shout outs because you all have been listening to KCCRthebrownstone.com and also downloading the app. In the lead, y'all, this is a first. Chicago, Illinois is in the lead. Oh my goodness. So big shout out to the home of the Sears Tower, Chicago, Illinois, because they are putting it down over here listening into KCCR and KCCR the Brownstone. In second place is the ATL, right? So Atlanta, Georgia, you're coming in a very, very close second, but you did not beat out Chicago this week. We have in third place, Fort Walton, Pensacola, Florida. Big shout out to you guys. Love that. West Palm Beach, Florida is next at Fort Pierce. What's going on with all of the military joints, right? All right, so we also have Daytona Beach and Orlando that come in. So I could continue to keep going on, but I like to give you guys like the first top 4. And so big shout out to Los Angeles. You guys are on the list as well. Let me tell you who are the top cities internationally. Montreal, you are number 1. Big shout out to you guys. Number 2, we have Toronto. And number 3, we have Kiev. I hope I said that right. Did I say that right? I hope I did. Did I say that? I hope I did. KYIV, right? So that's what we have. So we have the Ukraine that is listening into us, y'all. So this is, wow. So y'all listening for real. I'm honored. So big shout out to you guys. We're going to continue to give you the news and information that you can use and also content from all of our air personalities. Now, here's how you can get more information from us. And that is, hey, future Dr. Blaze King, how are you? Welcome. Thanks so much, Coach Janine. I appreciate that. So listen, here's what's really cool about this. You guys are watching, you are listening, you are checking out what is happening in the Brownstone. Go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm live over there now. And I'm also live on LinkedIn if you are a part of that and you just find my name, which is Paulette, and my last name Clark. And I don't mind who knows that because it ain't nothing you could take from me, okay, that I couldn't get back, okay, including what? My name. All right. So brownstoneworldwide.com is where you can find us to get more information from us, like news and information. So listen, I was going to work with our VA this morning to see if we wanted to post the story about Tyler Perry. Many of you guys have probably already kind of heard in the wind that he's thinking about purchasing BET. Well, it looks like it got done. That's all I'm going to say. I don't want to delve too much into it because there has not been an official press release or anything, but it sounds like in all accounts that Tyler Perry has acquired BET and VH1, which includes VH1, because remember, they were once a part of Paramount. And so there's been a lot of buzz about him purchasing it for some time. So we're going to see what happens. And I'm not going to say it like this, but y'all didn't hear that from me. Y'all didn't hear that from me that he supposedly has already completed the purchase. So we'll see how that goes. And I'm sure that he didn't do it alone. There were probably other people who supported the purchase itself of BET. So big shout out to him. We'll get more news and information about that. Again, we didn't share the story because it's still developing. Okay, so don't go over to brownstoneworldwide.com and be like, I thought she said it was going to be over here. No. We're not doing that just yet. Not yet. So listen, let's talk really quick about what's happening in the news. And then I want to jump right into some of the things that are happening here in the Brownstone that you guys need to be made aware of. Y'all, we're getting ready to be real busy. And I know some of you guys know that we have a show that's called Cullen's Corner. The longest, actually, it is the outside of the day shift, the show that you're watching right now was officially a terrestrial radio show, folks, before it was anything else. And it is the longest running show that we have on the Brownstone Podcast Network. After that is the Sunday brunch. So literally the day shift was started 1 week, and then I was instructed by my leadership to start the Sunday brunch. And then I decided, you know what, when I leave here, I'm taking my intellectual property with me. So that's what I did, right? So the third longest running show on the Brownstone Podcast Network is Cullen's Corner, which is hosted by none other than Cullen Carey, right? So he too is a part of Brownstone Worldwide. And y'all, guess what? Some kind of crazy way, he is in Atlanta today. He's going to be here for the rest of the week. So guess who's coming to the Brownstone to come and hang out? It is none other than the host and founder and creator of Cullen's Corner. All right. So Cullen is going to come and hang out with us. And hopefully I can get him in the kitchen. Okay. Hopefully. Now, y'all know, y'all heard these Qs can cook. So maybe I can get him on the grill. That's what I heard. Now, I didn't say I was really going to be able to do it, but we are going to see. All right. So let's get into the news and information that you can use. Inflation is at its slowest in 2 years. Y'all believe that? I got questions. I need to know. Is it really like a thing? So consumer price inflation fell to an annual rate of 4% in May. Now that's the slowest pace since March of 2021, y'all. That's according to what we're seeing here. This actually was released about an hour ago. The Labor Department also reported on Tuesday that core inflation, a measure stripping out volatile food and energy costs, rose about 0.4% from April, the same pace as in the prior 2 months. Y'all, I got a question. Because see here, what happens is we get these news feeds and they're providing us with this information, but I'm going to keep it 100 with you guys. Y'all, eggs still high. Okay. All right. I just wanted to put that out there. Still, analysts say the report gives the Federal Reserve room to skip an interest rate increase when it meets on Wednesday, which is tomorrow. So while inflation is double the level targeted by the central bank, it has slowed by more than half since hitting a 9.1% peak in June. All right. So I think that that's super important. Hey there, HR Unplugged. Welcome to the day shift. So glad that you could join. Hey there, CGG Griff. Thank you so much for joining us. Thanks so much for joining us over here on TikTok, and all of you all. Shout out to Doc Black on Bigo. Like really, like you don't miss a thing. All right. So y'all, why is Netflix trying to get into golf? Can we just stay in one lane? Listen, Netflix is actually going to be hosting. They may host its first ever celebrity golf tournament. actually coming up this fall, and that's according to news sources at the Wall Street Journal. The event will be held in Las Vegas and feature stars from its Drive to Survive Formula One docuseries, as well as some of the professional golfers from its Full Swing documentary, right? Now, it would also be Netflix's first step into the sports live streaming world. We saw this coming, didn't we? I mean, think about it, right? When you really stop and think about it, isn't that the next phase that they should go into? They've gotten your money. They've stopped people from taking the subscriptions. And so they saw an increase and an uptick in their amount of subscriptions literally overnight when they stopped all of that. So for them to get into the game of sports only seems the next logical step. As Blockbuster continues to chive them on social media. So we're looking for Blockbuster to make a comeback, and we'll see what that kind of looks like. All right, Netflix has been expanding its audience reach with varying success. A live comedy special with Chris Rock went off without a hitch, while a Love is Blind live reunion experienced plenty of glitches, right? Y'all remember that? You remember that. So they'll work through those issues, and just like everybody else who's in business, you're going to get through that and you'll be just fine. Grubhub cuts 15% of its workers. Y'all, the end of layoffs is not any time, like massive layoffs are still going to be a thing. Grubhub actually laid off 400% of its employees, and that's about 15% of its workforce right now as customers pull back on food deliveries. This is a part of the day shift. Get used to it, okay? Listen. Let me tell you why. Because food delivery prices are so freaking high. I might as well just get in my daggone car and go drive there. That's the reason why I stopped using Grubhub, Uber Eats. There's another one here locally where I am that I stopped using because y'all too high. It's too high. So if my chicken meal from Chick-fil-A, or as my granddaughter says, Chick-fil-A, is $12 or $13, it's going to cost me $25 to get a $13 meal? I think not. No, absolutely not. So the cutbacks, they say, are necessary as increases in operating and staff costs outpace sales growth. And a lot of that is literally because, thank you so much for the likes over on TikTok. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. I just, I don't know about anybody else on any one of the platforms that I'm currently on right now. How many of you have been worn out or said after you did your first or second or maybe third delivery on one of these app services, did you say, you know what? I'm good. I'm going to get in my car and I'm going to go. So I don't know about you guys, but at the end of the day, that's really where my head is at. Is like, you know what? I'm just going to get in my car because I ain't the one. Right. All right. So let's get back into a couple of other things that are super important. I have to run my little commercial right here. Y'all, we have an affiliate program. So if you're interested in making some additional cash right now, especially with 2 new courses that just opened up through the Course Yard, which is Brownstone Podcast University. And also we have the Magic Book, which is a manifestation course. Listen, here's the thing. Y'all should go on ahead and get some of these coins. You need to meet him in person. We can definitely make that happen, Leanne. Absolutely. If you're talking about Cullen. So I didn't see because I'm over here talking and running my mouth and all that other stuff. Yeah, we definitely can make that happen. So he should already be here by now. Cullen. We're talking about Cullen. If we're talking about Cullen. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, so to get back into brass tacks, when we're talking about food deliveries, do you notice how much money you're spending? And did you do like I did after about the 3rd or 4th time where you like, nah, I'm good. All right. So let's get into our advertising for the day. Then we're going to come back and we're going to talk about the affiliate program and how much money you could probably make on a regular basis if you just rock with us. All right. So it's me again, because I like to talk, and take a listen. Oh, hey, how you doing? Welcome to the Brownstone. What's going on, everybody? It's your girl Paulette, and I'm a part of Brownstone Worldwide, which houses, of course, you guessed it, brownstoneworldwide.com, KCCR The Brownstone, the podcasting app, and of course, Brownstone Living Magazine. Guess what, folks? Do you see that sucker behind me? That is our affiliate program, and it is launching today. So listen, if you're interested in making extra money online, the Brownstone Worldwide Affiliate Program is an official affiliate program that is going to offer you 20% commission on each sale and monthly recurring revenue for each continued subscriber to what? Brownstone Living Magazine. Guess what, folks? That's going to absolutely add up, especially if you have a way to get that link to all of the people that you want to get it to. There's so many different ways that you can do it, right? Now, the best part about it is that there is no prior experience that's necessary. Anyone can become an affiliate to the Brownstone Living Affiliate Program. Signing up is easy. Once you do, all you have to do is grab your unique links and start sharing that with your network and social media and your emails and with your family and your friends and anybody else that you want to help live the Brownstone lifestyle the way that we're doing it with Brownstone Worldwide. Super easy to do. This program actually is going to provide you with links and creatives to share in a variety of different ways, so you can easily meet the goals that you set for yourself. Super simple. Now, every sale that's actually made through your unique link means a commission for you. Yeah, for you. It's a simple way to earn some extra cash for yourself or for your business if you're trying to offset a cost or pay off a credit card or just have some extra cash on hand. You can sign up by actually scanning that QR code right there or using the link in my bio, right? It's going to say Brownstone Worldwide Affiliate Program. Don't miss out on this opportunity to make some extra cash for yourself. And guess what, folks? There are more ways to generate revenue through the affiliate program that are coming down the pipe. Get in now and start earning some extra cash. All right, folks, that of course was me, your girl Paulette, and I was telling you guys about our affiliate program here at Brownstone Worldwide. So listen, if you're interested in becoming a part of our affiliate program, this is super easy. If you're on Bigo, if you are on Instagram, if you're on TikTok, this is really easy, folks. All you have to do is literally go over to the link in my bio and it says become an affiliate. Okay, you can go ahead and you can do that. It's free to join. And this month, we're actually continuing the 30% drive, right? So if you have your own community and you're trying to, provide some additional value for them, this is one way to absolutely do it. So there are 3 different assets. And here's something that you guys need to be made aware of that you may not know about Brownstone Worldwide. One of the things that we have are 3 assets, folks, 3. So we have brownstoneworldwide.com. We have Brownstone Living Magazine. The new issue for the month of June drops Sunday, the day before Juneteenth, on purpose. And we also have KCCR The Brownstone, which is our Brownstone Worldwide podcasting network. It is comprised of 3 podcast apps. Right now, we are running 1. What does that mean for you as an affiliate? If you are looking to generate additional revenue for yourself, you have multiple ways of generating revenue for yourself. How? Through the products and services that we offer. You present them with our link to your community. That's it. You get on the leaderboard, you get money, you see how much you've made, and you're paid every 2 weeks. Right now, we are currently running a 30% of each sale for the month of June. Okay, so anyone who was an affiliate, you got your email this morning and you're actually able to see how much money you can make. Why is this important? Because we have advertising packages, folks. We have advertising packages for Brownstone Worldwide. We have advertising packages for the Brownstone Podcast Network, the app. And we also have advertising packages for Brownstone Living Magazine. And they're not cheap. Okay. So let's say, for instance, that you do the cover and you sell that bad boy and say, for instance, hypothetically, it's $1,500. Do the math on that. Okay. Now, the cover only happens once a month. So we only have a couple more months left, but we have space in the Brownstone Living. We have space on the cover of brownstoneworldwide.com. Do you see what I mean? Your video about the coffee and you need to sit still is so true. Oh, awesome. I'm so glad that you liked that. Thank you so much. Y'all, if you missed the video this morning, it's posted on all platforms, all of the platforms that I'm on right now. I talked about coffee. I talked about how important it is for us to sit still and drink from the right cup. So if you want to see that video, please go ahead and check it out on our on all of my platforms, right? Okay, now, so thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Welcome, you guys. All right, so let's get back into the affiliate program, and then I'm going to share a little bit more news and information and talk to you guys about a couple things that's happening in the Brownstone. If you're in the Atlanta area, we have some events that are coming up, and if you like to sail, we're going to be taking a cruise next year, y'all. But we're going to talk about that towards the end of this broadcast. All right, so let's get back to our affiliate program. So we have advertising. You can make money that way, okay? If you don't want to sell the advertising, we have a package that's only $200, and you can make money off of that. But if you want some of the Bitcoin, you can absolutely grab that too. And I said big, B-I-G, big coin. Okay, we have some nice packages available for that. We actually have podcasting services that we offer. You can sell that. You know, you can reach out and you can generate that revenue, and we don't mind sharing because we do the heavy lifting anyway. All y'all got to do is sell it. And no, I do not work alone. I actually have a team. I just told y'all Cullen's going to be here. So Cullen is about 4 hours away from me. We have 2 air personalities. Is it 2 that live here? No, it's 1. We have 1 in Chicago. We have 1 in South Carolina, North Carolina. Y'all, we got 4 in California. We have 4 air personalities that are in Cali. We have 1 that is in Arkansas. Yeah. Our air personalities are growing. We're super excited about that. And I want to share with you how you can become one of our air personalities. But right now I'm having a hot flash. Some of y'all know what that is. And it's okay. All right. I try to be professional on you so hard, especially when I'm wearing a baseball cap and I've been to the gym. Callie is like right next to you. Awesome. You're going to watch the replay? Awesome. All right. So you guys, check this out. We're talking about our affiliate program. There's 2 more that just got added to our affiliate program. 1 is Brownstone Podcast University. Why is that so important? It's important because it's one of our most expensive packages, and it's at a discounted rate. Like, we dropped it way down just so that people can get in. And yes, you can make payments and do all that other stuff if you're interested in it. But it is literally so just so that you're aware, I am from the radio industry. Not only am I from the radio industry, but I'm also from learning and development. What you think I did? I put the course together. I sure did. So I want to talk about that briefly as well, because I don't want anyone to think that I just went and ran and did something really quick, because that's not what we did. I've been doing this a long time, long time. The day shift is well over 16 years old. The Sunday brunch is 16 years old. Cullen's Corner is like 14 years old. Okay, so we've been doing this long before podcast had a name called podcast. We've been doing it before it became video podcasting, right? So you're going to learn all of that as a part of Brownstone Podcast University, or BPU as we call it. All right, so let's get back into news and information. Let's talk about, y'all, why is let's talk about WeWork. I don't know if you guys are familiar with WeWork, but the reason why this is important to folks like us is because WeWork helps to keep people working, if that makes sense. So let's talk about it. Many investors have written off WeWork's recovery. Okay, now that's after the sudden departure of its CEO, closely followed by its CFO in the spring. Executives were reportedly growing frustrated with WeWork's main shareholder and lender, SoftBank. However, the co-working giant rents more office space than any other company in the U.S. That's why this is so important for people like me. Okay, I have a business, but I'm not large enough to have a ton of office space. So I sometimes use a facility like a co-working space when I need to. Okay. I may not want to go to the library or I may not want to go to Starbucks, but I may want to use a WeWork office. And if you go in with someone, you can get your own space and you can get like a secretary that comes with it. Now, there used to be areas that had these co-ops that were available in smaller towns. They should do that more often in larger places like Atlanta. All right. So sadly, the hard part is that the co-working giant rents more office space than any other company in the US, like I said before, which makes commercial real estate professionals concerned about its potential demise. If WeWork ceases operations or enters bankruptcy, listen closely to this, folks. Experts actually say it could inflict lasting damage on the fragile office space market, especially in cities such as New York and San Francisco. WeWork stock has actually dropped more than 95% from October 2021 to currently trade at approximately 0.20. So here's my thought. Co-working spaces are not going anywhere. They are absolutely needed. Absolutely needed, especially like I said, for people like me that need office space. Let's say, for instance, my office does not right now have conference room space, but I need co-working space for that. That's what I use it for. Hey, Erin, how are you? Welcome, welcome. So that's really what it's for, right? It's for people like me. So unfortunately, the hard part is you get into these spaces where you might have bitten off more than you can chew. And is that really what happened? Or do y'all think that COVID has something to do with it? It could have, could be not. I was going to talk about Jocelyn Hernandez, and I don't even have the energy to discuss it. I know that you guys have seen the video where she is attacking several people at a backstage at a Floyd Mayweather fight or something. Anyway, enough of that. So really quick, let's talk about some things that are happening in entertainment. Dwayne Wade actually addressed that 50-50 deal, y'all. And he wanted to clear the air. And so he basically says that Gabrielle Union was the one that wanted 50-50 after he flexed on her. She demanded that they split the bills 50-50 after an argument. And I don't know if I blame her or not, because if you're married to somebody and they flexing on you their dollars or whatever, because really, ultimately, Gabrielle Union only works, and gets paid when she's doing movies or films. And of course she gets that residual, but you guys see what some of these folks are making when it comes to movies and stuff like that. I remember one time, this true story, when I was in the entertainment industry, and I remember getting paid for the performance one time, but it was pre-recorded. So every time that it airs, you're supposed to get paid. So I remember it was like a couple thousand, like the first time. And then like when it continues to air, y'all, you only getting $30. What can I do with $30? So those are some of the dilemmas that folks, deal with when they see the people, they're dressed up and they're fancy. They're getting paid like a lump sum at one time, and then they may not see that lump sum again at another juncture, unless of course they're going back out to work. And y'all know what it's like out here for people of color when it comes to getting work. So yeah, I can absolutely understand her concern. I really, really can. So let's get into a couple of things that are happening in the Brownstone, and then we'll wrap up with more news and information to just kind of say, hey, we covered the news today. Woo. Really quick, y'all. This just came across my feed. O.J. Simpson is offering Donald Trump legal advice after his indictment. Okay, carry on. That will be where? brownstoneworldwide.com. Okay, I'm going to make sure that ends up, even if I have to post it myself. Yeah, that's what, boy, if you don't get somewhere and sit down. Okay. All right. So let's finish talking about what else is happening here in the Brownstone. I'm really excited about these events that are coming up. So let's get into them. The first one is, you guessed it, we are talking about the block party. Let me put on my sexy voice. Thank you for the likes there. Hi, Billy. How are you?
Join Brownstone Worldwide in Exhale Central, Georgia for the summer gala event of the season. Set in the picturesque Dove Down, Griffin, Georgia area, our gala promises to be the social highlight of the summer. Revel in an evening of elegance and purpose, all while contributing to a transformative cause, which is sponsoring college scholarships for promising young women headed to college. Experience the perfect blend of networking, dining, and supporting a cause that can change lives. The Brownstone Worldwide Block Party Gala Fundraiser. Get your tickets today.
I love that music. I don't even know who it is. I just picked it and I just did the voiceover really quick. So listen, this particular event is called the Block Party because we are the Brownstone. And where I grew up, honey, we had block parties. Anybody else familiar with block parties? So that's what we're having. However, this is a gala fundraiser. I'm a part of an organization called Power to Exhale, and Exhale Central, Georgia, which is where I currently am, is holding the gala fundraiser in partnership with Brownstone Worldwide. Okay. This is a twofold event. One, you're going to get an opportunity to come and hang out with some amazing people that have put together a fashion show for you guys. They're going to be vendors there, and we have entertainment. We have our DJ that's going to be on the ones and twos. Shout out to Coach DJ Quincy Hanna for that. And then we also have some of our air personalities that will be in attendance. So Dr. Michelle Josie is going to be there. Leanne Dose is going to be there. Cullen Carey is going to be there. I'm going to be there. And so we're really excited about that. And what you guys are going to be able to experience as being a part of this. So we're really like working hard, pushing to make sure that this event is going to go off without a hitch. And tickets are on sale now for $30. If you want more information about this, I would encourage you to go over to the Facebook page, like the page, do two things. Like the page, go to the events. And when you click the link for the event, you're going to see where you can donate. That's number one. And you can also see where you can purchase your tickets. Again, folks, tickets are $30. That's it. They're just $30. And if you can attend and you just want to donate $30 for someone to attend, that would be great too. Let me tell you why we're doing this fundraiser, because that's what this is. This fundraiser is for college students, specifically young women, because the group that I'm a part of, Power to Exhale, is for women. We are concerned with the exorbitant amount of fees that young women are having to pay, and students overall. It doesn't matter if you're male or female. Students overall who are in college have to pay to go to school. It's insane. It's crazy. So when you stop and you think about it, it's kind of like, what in the world is really going on? So like my daughter's at FAMU. And I tell this story often because I still cannot believe that she's a part of Marching 100. I don't know if any of you all are familiar with how massive the Marching 100 is. Okay. So when we're talking about, hey, Lisa, how are you? When we're talking about the Marching 100, that in and of itself is an athletic feat to be able to do that kind of performance during football games and during travels and so forth or whatever, right? And to do that all year round, they don't get a break. They're constantly performing. She got a scholarship. Great. That's wonderful. But here's the thing. Now that she's a junior, she has to move off campus. And now she's, working two jobs, trying to earn enough money to do. And of course, mom's going to help her, right? But at 20, it's some things that you're going to have to do for yourself. And one of those things is that she has to come up with rent. No student, especially with her GPA, and she's a part of the Marching 100, she is a 4.0 student plus. I didn't even know that was possible. So she has to be concerned with, did I get enough financial aid? My mom makes too much money. I didn't get enough of this. I'm scared to get a loan, XYZ. So what we're trying to do is help to offset that cost. That's what we're trying our best to do. So make sure that if you are not able to attend, that at least you head over to our Facebook group and share at least $30 and purchase a ticket so that we can share with someone if you can't attend. If you want to go ahead and come hang out with us, by all means. I'm going to find a dress that fits me. How about that? All right. So that's number one. Number two, let's talk about this sucker right here.
Get ready for the Brownstone Worldwide Neighbors Retreat 2024 on Celebrity Cruises. Pack your bags and hang out with us. The link is in your bio for those all-inclusive rooms.
So yes, you've heard it right. We are going on a cruise in 2024. Oh my goodness. Let's talk about where we're going. We're headed off to the high seas, leaving Fort Lauderdale, Florida on July 21st, 2024. We're going to be in Key West on the 22nd. We're going to be doing some live recordings of our podcast shows for air personalities on the 23rd and the 25th. Georgetown, Grand Cayman on the 24th. And we're going to be in Bimini, Bahamas on the 26th and heading back to Fort Lauderdale on the 27th. When I tell you I am so super excited about this particular event, I don't know what to do with myself. It's an all-inclusive rooms that are available for you. Drinks, your Wi-Fi, and your tips are included in your rate. That's another thing that is really cool because you don't have to worry about anything else. You don't have to worry about nothing else. Just go on ahead, pack your bags, show up and be like, where my room at? Where my room? I'm here. I'm here, dear God, I'm here. So I'm really excited about that. Booking is currently available right now. So I'm excited about that as well. Where can you find this information? You can go over to brownstoneworldwide.com or you can go over to our Facebook page at Brownstone Worldwide. Go to the events page and the link is literally there. All right. So another thing that I wanted to talk about that is super important to us right now is this baby right here. Brownstone Podcast University has officially opened its doors. We've had the doors open for about 2 weeks now, and we're still taking students for our July 10th class. If you want more information about that, I would encourage you to head over to the link in my bio. If you are on Instagram, Bigo, or you are on LinkedIn, if you are on TikTok, you can get more information about the Podcast University. Why is this so dear to my heart? And why am I pressed about this? Because number one, I am literally watching people be afraid to start a podcast, right? That's number one. You shouldn't be afraid to start a podcast. If you know how to open your mouth and talk, granted, I've been doing this a long time, okay? Well over 20 years, right? So we're not talking about me. We're talking about you. You need some help. You need some support. You need some guidance in getting your podcast up and running. We're the ones that can help you do that, okay? It was developed by myself and others to bring in exactly what you need. So let's talk about really quick what comes with the course. I'm going to actually pull it up so you can see for yourself what comes with the course. What comes with the course? Almost sounded like Kevin Hart there. All right, so let's talk about what's in the course. Now remember, here's something else that you need to understand too. This is not a 1-week course. This course is 10 weeks long. Why is it 10 weeks long, Paulette? How come it takes so long to get through your course? Because we are not just covering podcasting. I need you all to understand that. Because it's bigger than podcasting. And there are not many folks who are telling you guys that it's bigger than just podcasting. Yes, you can go and purchase a mic. You absolutely can. Yes, you can go ahead and purchase a mixing board. But do you know what to do with that bad boy? When are you going to air your show? What is your topic going to be? Do you know what a clock wheel is? Do you know how to set up your content to match what you're talking about? Do you know how to get guests for your shows? What do you think about what you're delivering? Are you comfortable with that? Are you? I got questions because these are some things that you need to ask yourself when you are making a decision about literally doing this full time. And maybe not even full time, but if you're looking to do this as like a part-time deal, right? So here's what I always tell people who are interested in starting a podcast. Number one, you got to know why you want to do it. We're going to talk about this a little bit later because I'm coming back at 2:30. I've got my schedule and I'll be back at 7 too to talk a little bit further about this. So you got to know why you want to do it. Why you want a podcast? Because you see everybody else doing it. Do you know that it's a room full? There are hundreds of rooms of people in groups all over social media that are connecting with one another to learn how to do this correctly. But what we do is we've broken it down literally into 6 modules for you all. There's podcast mastery. There is content and column writing. Why is that important? I'm going to share with you in just a moment. Content and column writing is super important, and it does coincide with podcast mastery. Marketing and advertising for products and services. Belief and mindset. And then guess what, folks? We've opened up Brownstone Worldwide for hands-on experience. So guess what else you get? You get an internship. Why is that important? Because you might not be ready to go out there and swim with the big dogs. You know who the big dogs are? Let me tell you who they are. Anchor, Spotify. They're one and the same. One got bought by the other. Apple, Google, and all of the others. Podbean, Spreaker. All of this sounding familiar to you guys? Yeah, you know about them. But are you ready to swim over there? You can. Or you can come over here and get the support that you need. Learn the things that you need to learn. Okay? It's not going to be easy because it's a 10-week course. And guess what? Life is life and for everybody. So this is an effort that you have to say, this is what I want to do. Why is this important? Because I want you all to understand that when you get to your internship with Brownstone Worldwide and Brownstone Podcast University, here's what happens. You get hands-on access. We're going to create logins for you for brownstoneworldwide.com. Why? Because you're going to be writing your blog posts in there about what? Whatever it is that is your brand topics. You ain't just going to write content because you felt like it. You got to have a plan, don't you? You got to have a plan. That's number one. The other thing that you're going to get logins in is we're going to provide you access to use Brownstone Living Magazine to reach our audience. You're a columnist as well, because it's got to match your brand podcast and your blog, right? You're also going to get access to creating your products and your services. If you don't have any, you're going to learn how to do some of that so that you can get some stuff up and running. That's hands-on experience. Yes, you become a neighbor in Brownstone Worldwide and you get access to learn how to do your content and create your podcast using these simple to use tips and their walkthroughs. Okay. Once you're done, guess what else we do, honey? Because I just felt like it was necessary. You get to graduate. We do a virtual graduation and you get a certificate of completion from Brownstone Podcast University when you are done. And along with that, you get the private Facebook group and you also get continued access to the course as it continues to grow out. Not to mention some cool stuff like merch and stuff like that you can access, because we're actually in the process of finishing up our bookstore for it. Why is this important to you? Because if you have considered it and you thought, no, I just don't have it, you can find a way to do what it is that you would like to do. I tell that to anybody. So you don't have to figure it out alone. You ain't got to do that. You can talk to somebody that's been in the business for a minute that understands how this, how you know what you're doing? Girl, I've been doing this for over 20 years. I can tell you some stuff that they're not going to tell you. Now, I'm going to tell you something else. Oh, well, who are you? You're not making millions. You're not doing so well. Did this, that, and the third. Oh, but I bet you one thing. There are some amazing people that have come from the Brownstone that are doing quite well. Quite well. Shout out to Joe Brazil. Shout out to Joe Brazil. Shout out to Stanley Jones with They Know Info. He started right here in the Brownstone. Those are just to name a few. Okay? Large followings right now. And let me tell you what they did. They followed the steps. They followed the steps and they got the results. And their podcast is now just one of the things that they use to drive people back to their products and their services. Let me tell you something. If you are podcasting and you're just getting on there and you're just talking about things, rethink that and consider a strategy for yourself. Everything needs a strategy. Everything. And that's what we teach here at Brownstone Podcast University. Right now, we have actually got it down to 90% off the full cost of this program. Period. Okay? If you want more information about that, and here's something else. I forgot to tell you. Listen, we take payments, folks. There you go. We take payments. Why is this important? And why do I sound like I know what I'm talking about? Because I do. I'm not new to this. This is something that I have walked for years. And I have helped other people to become successful at doing that. Now, I'm going to tell you something else, and I'm going to keep it real with you guys. You ready for this? I helped so many people so much that I forgot to charge them what it was really worth. And so I had to pull back and come back to the table and say, okay, Brownstone Podcast University, or BPU as we're lovingly calling it. And that's the flyer itself. It's pretty cool. Okay. If you're on Instagram, you can't see it. If you're on Bigo, you can't see it, unfortunately. But what I will tell you is that we have so much happening in the Brownstone. We also have another course. It's called the Magic Book. Now, the Magic Book all by itself is a manifestation course. Manifestation course right now is going to help you to do some things that you need to do for yourself, which is to change your life. That's it. Am I coming back to talk about both of those? I absolutely am. I absolutely am. All bets are off, y'all. I'm on a mission. And my mission is number one, to let you know that you can change your life. And here's something else. If you get Brownstone Podcast University, the Magic Book is one of the courses. That by itself is $297. So we've put it in the course. Why is that important? Mindset. Because I'm going to tell you right now, podcasting is not easy. People think it is because they got a mic. People think it is because they got a mixing board that they ordered off of Amazon because somebody told them, oh, that's the perfect microphone. This is all you need. And you can bump your head a couple times. And you know what normally happens? People start podcasting and then they stop. What's your plan? What's your strategy? And the biggest question that you should be asking yourself when you make a decision to start podcasting is, why are you doing it? What's the purpose behind it? Just so that you could go live? Wouldn't just go live. Stop going in these internet streets without a plan, folks. I'm serious. This is the first time that I've ever gotten this comfortable and just told the truth. Stop going in these internet streets without a plan. You have to have a plan. You have to. If you're looking to set some goals for yourself, if you're looking to attenuate your personal life from your personal bottom line or whatever, this is a good way to do it. Take the course. So to find out more about the course, all you got to do is go to the link in my bio and you can check it out for yourself. I want everybody to be successful. Everybody. And you may decide, I just want the Magic Book right now. Oh, okay, that's fine. But with both courses, you also get books. You get the Magic Book course, and you get the journal, and you also get So You Think You Want a Podcast. Cullen wrote that one. So those are some things that you need to know about. 100%. We are here to serve. We're here to help you. We are here to help you to be better and to learn to do it strategically. Because I'm going to tell you right now, when you hear people say, oh, you're going to learn to do it right, there is no right or wrong way. But there is a better way to do it correctly. So Brownstone Podcast University is open. We are only taking 20 students. If I were you, if you were interested in doing it, you want to learn more about it, please understand that the course is at the lowest that we could do it because we offer so much value, too much value. Okay. It's a 10-week course. And don't forget, you get to get in there and do some hands-on with your internship. We're going to work with you on that. You know what else you're going to learn how to do? Your artwork. We're going to learn. And if you can't do it, we have resources that can help you do that. Yeah, we do that. And we send our little duckies out to Brownstone Worldwide so that they can learn on the platform. When you are done, then you graduate. That's it. And we learn a lot along the way. We're going to be bringing in some experts to talk to you guys about podcasting. Monetization is a part of that. Oh, y'all thought I was going to leave that out? Y'all thought I was going to leave out monetization? Nope, I'm not leaving that out either. Because it's important for you to know that people are making money out here in these streets with their podcasts. I surely will. Thanks so much, Coach Janine. I got 3 minutes left. Hey, Bailey Marie, how are you? So listen, if you guys want to get in before I wrap up here, because it's 1:30, I'm going to be back at 2:30 on some of these platforms. So listen, if you want in, here's what I would encourage you to do. Get in where you fit in. How are you? Get in where you fit in and get that Brownstone Podcast University course. No, you don't have to pay for it all at once. You can make payments. But it's worth it because it comes with 10 weeks of amazing content that you can utilize, to help be better. We are bringing in some of our own air personalities that are using successful steps to help you be better at what you do. So y'all, here's what I'm going to do. I'll be back at 2:30. We're going to go over some of the things that you'll get in Brownstone Podcast University. I do appreciate you guys for hanging out with me today. Listen, I want to let you know before we wrap that we have 2 amazing guests that are hanging out with us. Actually 3. So Coach Jackie with her new show, WAP, is coming to the Brownstone in July. So we're getting her ready. Her Lunch and Learn show starts tomorrow. We're going to be interviewing her to find out what her show is about. Secondly, here's the other thing. We have Mr. Ramon Ray that is coming to the Brownstone. This is super important, y'all. He is a world-renowned speaker and podcaster himself. He decided hey, give me 30 minutes, sir, because I know you're super busy. So in between flying through countries or whatever, this guy has spoken on some of the biggest stages right now. And I wanted to bring him onto the Brownstone so you could find out exactly what it is that you needed to do to be your best self when it comes to building your business and so forth. So Mr. Ramon Ray, if you are on all of the other platforms except TikTok and Instagram, you actually see his picture. Go ahead and head over to Brownstone Worldwide, our Facebook group, and I'll share that with you. But y'all, this is a big one because anybody that's on social media definitely knows this sister right here. Her name is Casey Brown. Okay. She calls herself Case, Kase. I interviewed this sister. When I tell you she's bad, she's bad. She came to hang out with us and let us know what it was like to build her business, a 7-figure business plus to where it is now in the time frame that she did. And she shared some nuggets with me, and I am going to be sharing them on her Lunch and Learn here in the Brownstone. So big shout out to both of those guys. We're really excited to have both of them to come and join us here in the Brownstone. They're also going to be a part of Brownstone Living Magazine for this month. So we're really, really, really excited about that. All right, you guys, that's my time. I will see you guys again back at 2:30. We're going to be talking and digging a little bit more into what Brownstone Podcast University is. I'll see you then. I don't have nothing else. I need to go get a drink of water. I need a sandwich. I need some ribs. What about some collard greens? I'm joking. I'm absolutely joking, everybody. I promise. All right, y'all. I'll see you shortly in about an hour or so. Let's see. YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, Bigo, and Facebook. I'll see you around.